So I'm looking over here on Google search, the most common frequently asked questions. And one of those questions is, can I sell my Clover? Can I resell my Clover, sorry. So the answer to that is a little complicated. So the Clover device itself, once you purchase it from a ISO or a bank, the Clover device is configured to work with that specific bank. So if you bought it from Restaurant Depot, it'll work with Restaurant Depot. If you bought it from Bank of America, it'll work with Bank of America. If you bought it from a specific ISO, let's say Payment Solutions or some company that you directly went through them, it'll work with them. So what happens if you go out of business, or if you want to sell your Clover and you put on eBay, or you put on OfferUp or Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, and you want to sell it? Can you sell it? Yes, you can sell it, but the thing is that most people will not pay much for it. They'll probably pay like a couple $100 or maybe even less, or they may not even want it. The reason is because the Clover itself cannot be reprogrammed for the new owner or for the new merchant unless they use the same bank, the same processor, the same ISO, the same company they used in the past. So in this situation, what should you do? Let's say you take over a business and the owner or the previous owner says, hey, I'm selling my business, and you get the Clover device with it as well. What can you do? In this case, the bank itself will actually be very happy to give you the Clover and reprogram it for you. But what you want to do in this situation is to negotiate the fee or the price with the new bank, because what you're doing is you're just taking over the business, and the bank can either lose the customer, which the Clover no longer is going to function. They may just take it away in case they own it. If they don't own it and the owner owns it, the previous owner, he can't really do too much with it. So you're in a good position here where you can either negotiate a good rate with the existing bank or the existing ISO, or what you can do is find another company that also works with Clover or Clover itself and go with them. So it's one of those fine balance, it's one of those delicate balancing acts that you have to consider, because if you stick with the same company, the Clover may stop working in a few months or a few years because it's an old Clover, and it may not make sense to do that. If it's a brand new Clover and they just got it maybe a few months ago, then it makes sense to kind of keep the same Clover. That way you don't have to pay a couple $1,000s or however much it costs at the time you're watching this video, and get a new one. And then also look at the rates. You may save some money on monthly fees as well. So to kind of sum up the talk, yes, you can resell the Clover, but nobody's going to buy it from you unless the new buyer somehow wants to use it with the same bank that you are selling it for. So you can put in your eBay list or your classified listing that you are currently working with such and such bank, and the bank has agreed to allow the new buyer, if they use their bank, to reprogram it. If you mention something like that, maybe the new buyer will be interested in going with that because now they can use that same bank. But you have to give them that information, because that new owner may not want to work with that specific bank. Again, there's so many moving parts. So my recommendation for you is call a local sales agent in your area and have them come over and see what they can do for you, because they will give you good counsel and give you good advice. If you cannot find a local sales agent, contact a local bank in the area. If you cannot find a local bank, then obviously you can also contact Clover, and they can put you in touch with the correct people, or perhaps Clover themselves can assist you with getting a Clover device. All right, that's it for this video. Subscribe for more videos like this, and talk to you soon. Have a great day.